morning, everybody. Oh, it's so good to see your faces. So this morning we're going to do just a short talk and short journaling, and then get to a nice body scan meditation. Um, so my name is Annette, and I live in Philadelphia. And I know we're getting really deep into this quarantine thing right now, so it's, I'm sure, affected all of us in different ways. And I hope that everyone is staying healthy, staying safe inside. Um, my partner and I both have been affected by quarantine in that the work that we do relies a lot on seeing people in person. And so that's been tough, but I've really enjoyed seeing how people have gone above and beyond and surpassed the challenges of being inside and being stuck with technology. Um, as a doula, I've supported people remotely, which I never thought was possible. When I'm not online, I've seen my partner teach music lessons from everyone from 5-year-olds up to 45-year-olds. It's very broad. So in that sense, I feel really inspired. And of course, one of the hardest things for us has been keeping things fresh because we're inside, we have the same views. And so I'm wondering, does anybody else feel like you're just kind of like waiting for your life to get back started? Um, I feel that way in a lot of ways. Like, even if I may be enjoying quarantine, aspects of it, it's still like, oh, but this isn't real life. Like, I'll get going on these projects when things return to normal. So if it's normal to feel that way, right? Um, so we have this term from yoga, santosha. I know some of you are familiar. And I've really been trying to connect with santosha, which is, it's really about contentment. And specifically, it's the contentment that comes from being really connected to our sense of gratitude. Um, so you know how we all have these tapes that play in our head about how, oh, well, my life is the way it is, but wouldn't it be great if it were like this? Wouldn't it be great if X, Y, and Z? I know that I certainly think that way. There are times when I'm feeling grateful, and yet I wish for something more. And when we're connected to a sense of gratitude, it's actually it's harder to feel that way, right? I think these things, I want things to be different in my life because I think they'll make me happier. But when I have really counted through the things that I have that I feel a sense of gratitude for, um, it's harder to think that way because I feel, wow, look at these things I have. Why would I want that to change? Um, so I just want to invite in the idea that we could take on this really radical idea that nothing needs to change in our lives for us to access that feeling. That we could have that sense of peace and contentment and love and live our lives just as our lives are. So I have just a few questions for you to journal on for a little self-discovery. I'll say them out loud. I'll pop them in the chat box, and we'll have, about a minute for each one. And I encourage you to really push yourself to write more rather than less, and not be worried about perfection or perfect handwriting or perfect grammar. It's just a way of, it's bright and early in the morning. We're getting the thoughts flowing, getting them moving. So grab your journals, or if you're a typing person, feel free to type. And the first question for you is, when in my life do I feel connected to my sense of gratitude and contentment? When and where? When and where in my life do I feel connected to a sense of gratitude and contentment? When and where in my life do I feel connected to a sense of gratitude and contentment? If you're just joining us now, welcome. We're doing a short journaling to get connected to what makes us feel close to a sense of gratitude and contentment in our life. When and where in my life do I feel connected to a sense of gratitude and contentment? And my next question for you is to ask yourself, what have I done this quarantine that was new, brave, or outside my comfort zone that I can acknowledge myself for? What have I done in these last few weeks that was different, that I was called upon to do, even if it might have been uncomfortable, that I can acknowledge myself for? And then my last question for you is, who can I turn to in my life to draw support, love, inspiration, and stability? And to who in my life do I provide these things? So who are my core people? Who are my resources? And who sees me that way? For whom am I that strong support? So know that you can come back to these questions anytime from now onward into the days that we are inside, onward to the days when we're not inside anymore. These are always here for you. And go ahead and take a nice, tall, comfortable seat. Something that helps you to elongate your spine, to unround your shoulders, and to feel really victorious in your seat. So sit forward on your sits bones. And let your hands land somewhere where they can be steady. So hands down on your knees is great. You could have your palms up to receive. And whatever you choose, you can change your mind. You're not locked in. So let your eyes close now and start to experience each inhale and exhale. As you breathe, bring your attention to the base of your seat. So whatever is touching either the floor or your chair or wherever you find yourself, the very bottommost part of your seat, let your attention rest there and create a sense of grounding for yourself. Grounding in your body. the sound and experience of your breath turns up a little bit here, that's great. And let your attention move from the very bottom of your seat, move up to your pelvis. And feel your pelvis stable. Feel the space in your pelvis. So a sense of spaciousness through your whole seat and your pelvis. And as you continue to breathe, let your attention move up now to your belly. Your belly and your chest. So breathe into your belly and your chest. Notice that where your attention lands, where you hold your attention, there is a sense of warmth that builds and maybe even a little tingle. There's energy directed toward the place that we bring our attention to. So feel your belly, feel your chest, and the spaciousness in your belly and your chest. And let your attention come up to your shoulders and move down your arms to your hands. Feel the spaciousness through your shoulders, the space through your upper arms and lower arms. With your attention on your breath, let your mind come to your throat. So your throat, there is the front, there is your neck, and the back of your neck. Be aware of the whole area of your throat and your neck and let it feel spacious and full. A lot of space to breathe, to take in what you need to take in, and to allow out what you want to let out. And then let your attention come up to your mouth, the inside of your mouth. And with your lips gently sealed, let your jaw drop. Let your tongue come away from the roof of your mouth. So spaciousness all the way through. And let your attention move up to the crown of your head. And feel the spaciousness and the lightness through your whole head, your whole skull. This warm space from ear to ear. Warm openness between your eyebrows. And right at the top of your head, the back top of your head, where your ponytail would be, grow long and tall, like physically lift up through that area to get a long back of your neck. Notice how if you drop your chin 1 inch, there's actually more space for the breath to move. And now be aware of your whole body at once, starting from the base of your seat, up through your pelvis, traveling up your midline, down your shoulders, down to your hands, resting, up through your throat to the top of your head. Can you feel your whole body as one unit? Can you feel that sense of warmth and tingle through your whole physical body? And as you breathe, picture in your mind's eye your physical body. And see it as a peaceful landing pad for your mind. Your body is still so that there is a safe place for your mind to come back out of space, out of future planning, out of past memories. There is a space for your mind to drop into the present, right into your body. So see yourself, see your physical body, and visualize your mind making a triumphant return, settling into your body. Feel the feeling of your mind united with your body. Tune into all 5 senses. Begin with touch. Without moving, where can you feel? Feel what's beneath your hands. Feel your skin. Feel the air around you. Feel the sensation of your chest rising and falling. Even with eyes closed, what do you see? Eyes closed, what is before your eyes? Open your ears to the sounds around you. What sounds are in your space? What sounds are far away? Tune into all of them. Come into the present moment through senses. As you breathe in, what do you smell? Connect to that more elusive sense, even here, even if there is no strong smell, still give yourself the gift of attention to your sense of smell. And as you breathe, as the air moves in and out, what do you taste? With your jaw loose and your tongue easy, what do you experience through your sense of taste? And be the embodiment of all of these senses. Open yourself to these senses. All through our days, we have practiced multitasking, dividing our attention. We know how to shut out the senses we don't need in the moment so that we can think different thoughts, so that we can plan, so that we can remember, so that we can do complex things. This is our opportunity to practice the opposite. We have so much practice multitasking and pushing out the physical cues that our senses give us. Now invite all of those things in. Let it be like a strong connection to your senses. Return to your body. Return to your breath. And with your eyes gently closed, can you hold in your mind's eye a thing or an object in your space that you are grateful for? Without looking, knowing your space. See that object and imbue that object with a sense of fullness, a sense of gratitude. it is hard to wish for something different, for something else in our lives, when we are really clear on what we already have. With your eyes closed, can you hold in your mind's eye a person you are grateful for? Just see them clearly. If it's hard to choose, give yourself the space to choose many people. Maybe a breath in and out for each one. Maybe you're grateful for them for what they've done for you, what they continue to do. Maybe grateful for who they allow you to be, what they allow you to do for them. And expand your sense of who you are grateful for now beyond the people who are close to you. Move outward to people who are not as close in your inner circle, who you can feel grateful for, grateful to. And then can you move that awareness outward even more? Imagine the people in the lives of those that you appreciate. Could be second order, third order people, people that you will never meet, but who are connected and who support people who are close to you, who have touched you in some way. And as you breathe long through your spine, can you expand your sense even further beyond those second order, third order people to encompass the whole globe? And imagine yourself, position yourself as one, as small, yet connected and totally large and important through this bigger network, through the whole. Let your attention, your sense, your awareness be as expansive as it has ever been, encompassing everything that you have experienced, everything that you know is out there, the whole globe, and maybe beyond. Let your attention expand outward. As you breathe long and deep, let your attention start to return from that expansiveness, from that awareness of everything beyond ourselves and our bodies. Let your attention come back inward to land right back inside your body. Inhabit your body and feel all of the expansiveness that you experienced through the awareness of people, of places, of everything beyond ourselves. Feel that same open expansiveness just inside. Let it all be contained inside you. And as you breathe, can you hold in your mind's eye a quality in yourself that you are grateful for? If there are many, allow yourself an inhale and an exhale for each. See yourself expansive, see yourself full of light, full of the qualities that you have that are powerful, that serve you, that have brought you to where you are now. Allow yourself to be contained and full in your body, yet totally spacious. A part of the whole. Take the next few inhales and exhales to experience your whole body, your whole physical body as one. With your eyes closed, allow the corners of your mouth to turn up just gently, just ever so slightly. Let the sensation of contentment settle into your center. Let's take one breath in together, in through your nose. Open your mouth and just let the air release out of you. Blink your eyes open. Thank you, everybody.